Welcome. It has been a minute. I know as you look at this, you're saying, wow, that lighting is poor. I know. Just didn't get things situated. But hey, the content is going to be better than the lighting. So don't worry about the lighting. Worry more about the content. I see I do have a viewer on watching me. So what I want you to do is let me know where you are listening from or watching from. Well, he just left too. Anyway, he, she, wherever. Anyway, where are you listening or watching from? By the time you get to view this video, I'm going to get your feedback. It may even get a little bit on the controversial side. First of all, congrats to both men and women's national championship teams, the LSU Tigers, and most outstanding player, Angel Reece. And also to the Yukon Huskies, led by Adama. I forgot his last name. Sanago. There we go. Adama Sanago. I believe I said his name right on they're winning the national championship. So what I want to get into, real plain and simple, the water cooler talk that is trendy. Of course, you know, this right here caused a lot of controversy. I'm gonna just say it like this. It was okay when John Cena, the originator, You Can't See Me, did it. It was also okay when Caitlin Reese did this. Caitlin Clark. Sorry about that. I had the two girls' names mixed up. But when Angel Reese did this in front of Caitlin Clark's face and did one of these numbers right here, it was classless. Why is that? It's okay when you're looking at the NBA on TNT and Shaq is ribbing Chuck about, hey Chuck, how many of these you got? I built this. How many of these you got? But when Angel Reese does it to Caitlin Clark, it's an issue. Well, maybe after today's episode, you will see that maybe there really isn't a difference, and it's all in the nature of competitiveness, so to speak. So let's get down to the nitty gritty because an informal invite was handed out. Informal. Keyword is informal. And y'all excuse me as I am having some difficulties. My mic stand wants to give out on me. Why? I don't know. But we're going to work through a little bit of adversity and continue on with this as it is. Anyway, Angel Reese is not interested in sharing their spotlight. And of course, if you're following along, there's two folds to this story. I'm gonna give you both of them. Never had this happen before either while I'm doing one of these, and you see it's not affecting me none whatsoever. I'm gonna keep on going. And there we go. We're back in business. There. So Angel Reece is not interested in Jill Biden's pitch to invite Iowa to White House alongside LSU. And there's going to be more to the story afterwards because we're getting updates as we're doing this right now. So White House visits are traditionally for champions. LSU, champion. UConn, champion. Iowa is not a champion. LSU is. So when First Lady Jill Biden suggested on Monday that the White House invite both teams from Sunday's championship tournament final, Angel Reese was not interested. Nada. Zilch. Why should she be interested? Remember, LSU won, not Iowa. Traditionally, the champions get the invite, not the runner-up. Let me run this back. The Buffalo Bills went to 4 straight Super Bowls, lost 4 straight Super Bowls. The Buffalo Bills didn't get an invite to the White House. They didn't win nothing. So Andrew Reese was not interested. The LSU forward and Final Four most outstanding player made her thoughts clear. In her tweet at Reese 10 Angel, she posted 3 laughing emojis, side face emojis, a joke. Biden floated the idea during a speaking event in Denver on Monday, a day after she watched Reese's LSU score 102-85 win over Iowa in Dallas for the national championship. She told supporters in Denver that she run the idea by Joe Biden. For what? Who does that? Jill, wake up. I know they call Joe Sleepy Joe, but Jill, you seriously need to wake up. Here's what she went on to say. She says, I know we'll have the champion come to the White House. We always do, Jill Biden said. So we hope LSU will come, but you know, I'm going to tell Joe, I think Iowa should come too because they played such a great game, such a good game. They got beat 102-85. What's good about getting beat like that in the championship? 102-85. And now you wonder why come my ass. What in the hell she been smoking or drinking on? Because I mean, 102-85, that's almost a 20-point blowout on the grandest stage of all for college women's basketball, the national championship. Boat race. Run them out the gym. And got hit with nothing wrong with that either. Well, maybe let's there's a difference between this and this. Yes, I just did that. White House visits by champions were once a given. The dynamic changed during the Donald Trump presidency and the onset of COVID-19 pandemic. It's not clear if LSU will visit the Biden White House. First Lady's invitation wasn't a formal one. Let's get that straight. It wasn't a form. It wasn't formal. And it was essentially rescinded on Tuesday when her press secretary walked back those comments. Here's what her press secretary said, who is, by the way, let me see, tweeted by Philip Lewis at Phil_Lewis. Press Secretary for Jill Biden on her comments inviting Iowa's women's basketball team. Her comments in Colorado were intended to applaud the historic game and all women athletes. She looks forward to celebrating the LSU Tigers on their championship win at the White House. Once again, that's at Phil_Lewis_. LSU head coach Kim Mulkey told reporters after the game that she would accept an invitation if one was extended. But Reece and teammate Alex Morris floated another idea on Twitter after the First Lady's remarks, celebrating instead with former First Lady Michelle Obama. This is from Angel Reece at Reece10Angel. That's the tweet, which came from Lex Luthor at Alex Morris WBB. Michelle Obama, can we, LSU national champs, come celebrate our win at your house? So instead of going to the White House, go to the Obama's house. There's no word from Michelle Obama or former President Barack and noted basketball fan Barack Obama, who tweeted congratulations to LSU on Sunday. Reece has remained in the headlines since Sunday's game for more than her MOP performance. She taunted Iowa star Caitlin Clark in the moment after the game, igniting social media criticism and subsequent debate over that criticism. See, there that word is, she taunted. But what was it when Caitlin Clark did this? It was cool. It was celebrated. But when Angel Reece did it, she was classless. No, she's MOP, most outstanding performer. That's what she is. Put some respect on her name. In the moments after the game, ignited social media criticism and subsequent debate over that criticism. The taunt she employed was frequently used by Clark when Clark was winning. Notice that. The taunt she employed was frequently used. Frequently used. I have to put emphasis on that. By Clark when Clark was winning. Reece is black. Caitlin is white. Reece asked after the game why others didn't receive the same kind of criticism that she has. Here's a quote. All year, I was critiqued about who I was, Reece said. The narrative. I don't fit the narrative. I don't fit into the box that y'all want me to be in. I'm too hood. I'm too ghetto. Y'all told me that all year. But when other people do it, y'all don't say nothing. So this is for the girls that look like me, that's going to speak on for what they believe in. Is unapologetically you. And that's what I did it for tonight. Yes, I applaud that. The suggestion of LSU sharing a championship stage with this vanquished title game opponent further fanned the flames of the conversation on Monday. Biden, meanwhile, spoke glowingly about Sunday's game in terms of Title IX, the 1972 law enacted to prohibit sex based discrimination in educational settings. It was so exciting, wasn't it? Biden said. It was such a great game. I'm old enough that I remember what we got when we got Title IX. We fought so hard, right? We fought so hard. And look at where women's sports have come today. The White House didn't immediately respond to an Associated Press request on Monday on whether it would extend a formal invitation to Iowa. Well, since then, the latest news is this right here. if I can pull that news up. And we do have that news right here. The White House clarifies that only LSU will be invited for celebration. LSU dominated in the women's national title game on Sunday, typically do. However, while speaking in Colorado on Monday via ESPN, this caused controversy in the college hoops world, especially after LSU Tigers on their championship win at the White House. President Joe Biden tweeted out a congratulatory message to both LSU and the men's champion UConn on Tuesday. He expressed that he looks forward to welcoming them at each of their White House visits. The president did not mention either of the runner-ups in his Twitter thread. Reece or LSU women's basketball team have not responded to the Biden's message as of yet. So we see now that now since we're still dealing with the criticism of Angel Reece, let's get the one who's involved. Let's get her thoughts on this as well. Because Caitlin Clark addresses critics of Angel Reece's actions after the national title game. Sunday's national championship between LSU and Iowa marked a watershed moment for storylines generated. One such storyline came near the end of the Tigers' 102-85 win, when LSU forward Angel Reece pointed to a ring finger and mocked Hawkeyes guard Caitlin Clark's favorite celebration, WWE John. While many took offense to Reece's actions, Clark didn't, telling ESPN as such Tuesday afternoon. She says, I don't think Angel should be criticized at all. No matter what way it goes, she should never be criticized for what she did. I compete, she competed, Clark said. It was a super, super fun game. I think that's what's going to bring more people to our game. I'm like, now, on that note, I would definitely have to applaud Caitlin Clark on how she answered that. But at the end of the day, though, it shouldn't take her, Caitlin, to have to defend Reece. I grew up with this saying right here: what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I've said it earlier. If Caitlin can do it, Angel can do it. And she talked about bringing more attention and bring more viewers to the game, and bring people to the game. It did 9.9 million in all, the largest television audience in women's basketball history. So once again, congrats, Reece, most outstanding player. And now I will give some props to Caitlin Clark for how she handled that interview and how she set the record straight. Because the question came out, did race play a factor? Yes, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Yes, race did. I've seen the comments on Twitter. That's what I'm going to say. As much progress as we make in this country, when it comes to race issues, we're still stagnant. Yeah, I said it. We're stagnant. We tolerate each other only to a certain point. Then that's when race issue rears its ugly head. I know some aren't going to agree with me, and I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. We can agree or we can agree to disagree, but we can do it respectfully and respect each other's opinion. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this session. What I want y'all to do is that those of you who are seeing this for the first time, I want you to like, subscribe, and share. I may not ever go this direction, but if you can, help this one. If nothing else, help this one go viral. Until the next time, take care of yourself. I'll be back to do this again because there's so much going on. I'm gonna come back, talk transfer portal, who's going where, uh, NFL draft talk coming up. So much going on, even though this is what I call the dead zone of the season. Yes, we do have Major League Baseball. Of course, I do not talk a lot of baseball, but maybe I'll get to. Maybe talk to some XFL, some USFL in the weeks to come. But whatever you do, stay tuned. I'll be back with some more good content. So until next time, take care of yourself. God bless.